Well, this is unfortunate. I was just getting ready to edit this video when I found out that my entire intro was missing from my phone. I recorded 40 minutes and my phone saved nothing. So we're going to do a real quick lightning round here because I have 1 hour before I have to leave, and once I leave I'm not coming back for a week. I have a family event to attend. So this is a Dell Dimension that I got off of Facebook Marketplace for $20. It's a Dell Dimension L667R. Back then they would make their model numbers based on the CPU that was in there. So this one has a Pentium 3 667 megahertz. It came with Windows 2000 and a sticker on the front that says Integrated DNA Technologies Incorporated. No, there's nothing special on here. It was wiped before I got my hands on it. In fact, on the hard drive itself, kill disk completed by Ken. Thank you, Ken. Now, we're gonna flip this up. It came with this floppy drive, just kind of, well, flopping about, not connected to anything. These would have had a sled. I'm not sure where the sled went. I'm gonna try to acquire one, but no promises. It had 128 megabytes of RAM, but unfortunately one stick was bad. I have since replaced it. I tried to jump it up to 256, but I was having a little bit of a few problems with that, so we're back down to 128 meg total. I have not repasted. No, I did repaste the CPU. I'm struggling to remember what I did because this was 2 weeks ago. It did not originally have a graphics card. We booted up into Windows 2000 without that, and then I tried to find an upgrade, and I found a GeForce 2. I believe this is a MX400. So, that pretty much gets you up to speed. This thing is amazingly clean inside. I did not clean it, and I don't need to. If I wipe my finger across pretty much any surface except for the graphics card I put in, there's not really any dust. So, with that said, let's go ahead and jump to the first bit of footage I do have. Okay. So I seriously doubt that this thing was messed with much. It might have the base install of 98. So it probably won't have the extra drivers for like flash drives and whatnot. Oh, there we go. That's a noise. I think that's the CPU fan. What? Okay. The power LED doesn't seem to work. I'm not hearing any hard drive activity. Not hearing floppy drive self-test. No gifts. I have an idea. Let me unplug the USB mouse. I've seen that affect things before. Huh. Well, that's not ideal. You showed pictures of the Windows 98 desktop, but maybe it was a different Windows 98 desktop from a different PC. Let's dig into this. So here's a thought. The floppy drive was disconnected. So let's try that. Just out of curiosity. Okay. Let's take out a stick of RAM. Oh, hold on. Okay. That doesn't mean that stick of RAM was bad. Let's see, memory size, decrease, yep, understandable. 64 megabytes of RAM, so that was probably also 64 megs. And we're gonna... Could you turn off, please? There we go. We're gonna just put it back in. Sometimes just reseating it's all you need. Maybe not this time. Oh dear, okay. Well, yeah. Probably just a bad stick of RAM. That would be very nice. In the meantime, I'm not going to bother with that floppy drive, not until I've got a way to secure it in place. Oh, can't do that while it's plugged in. That's right. Okay. We're going to see if it gets all the way to the desktop. A drive error, yep, sure. Delete to presume. Okay. Starting Windows. Now, even though it won't work with flash drives. Oh, Windows 2000? Hold on. Huh. Fair enough. I swore this was going to have 98 on it. Then again, the desktops do look mighty similar. Hey! I don't think I've ever had a computer with Windows 2000 on it. Mouse works. I believe Windows 2000 is natively compatible with flash drives. What's in new folder? Nothing. My documents. Sample. Nothing. It appears that this is a show files. Pretty bog standard base install of 2000. How big is our hard drive? Ooh, 18.6 gigabytes. So that's a 20 gig hard drive formatted to 18.6 most likely. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get ready for work. Do a little research on what I can do about this floppy drive. And then I will... I don't know. We will see. We will see. It has been well over a week since... I've touched this thing, and I've made a couple of discoveries since then. First off is I found this, which I believe is a GeForce 2 that works in PCI. So we actually do have an upgrade path for this machine if we want to turn it into a gaming machine. I don't want to leave that single stick of 64 meg in there. I'd like to get this machine up to at least 256, if not 512. Now what I've got here is what I believe to be a couple of 128 meg sticks. I've got more, obviously, and I have even more in storage. This one is 512 meg. I don't want to waste that on this machine, but who knows? You know? Windows 2000 doesn't have the same instability and RAM limitations as Windows 98. So, let's see what we can get to work. I'll get this 64 meg stick out of here. We'll set it aside though because we know that it works. Huh. This one actually appears to be from the same manufacturer. Where's my power cable? I know you can't see it, but I have a screen hooked up. So I can see if it... Oh, this actually looks like it might be working. Yes, okay, this one works. Where's the... Wait for the size to show up. If it ever does. We might be stuck on the Dell splash screen. Oh, no, there we go. Okay. So, it does show 128 megs of system RAM. Really got to push that button all the way in there. Let's try adding this second stick. A lot of my other sticks are ECC. They should work, but it's not guaranteed. Oh yeah, we still have to deal with this floppy drive. Ugh, that's not going to be fun. Okay, I've got the splash screen again. I'm half tempted just to take this floppy drive out. In fact, I think I will. If I can find a way to properly mount it, I will, but in the meantime, it'll just not be there. Oh! Huh. 192 megabytes. That's acceptable, but you know what? I really don't want to mix and match ECC and non-ECC, so we'll call 192 good enough for now. So let's go ahead and get the... Well, first of all, let's get the correct bit on here. Where's my bit set? Let's get the graphics card installed. Actually, let's get this thing cleaned first. I'm out of canned air, but this should do a reasonably good job. Even as it throws all the dust into the air. Oh, my wife's already looking at me through the window. It's fine. It'll be fine. Oh, she's giving me the death glare. I'll stop before she kills me. Okay. Does this card work? It'd be awful nice if it did. Yes. GeForce 2 MX 400. Okay, so we have the base of the base. Ourselves a mouse, because I'd like to try something. Now, I've been using Snappy Driver Installer for all of my XP builds, and Windows 2000 is built on the same kernel, the NT kernel. So, maybe, just maybe, Snappy Driver Installer will work for this. That would be amazing. Yep, drive error, that's okay because A is not connected 192. Delete to resume, let's get into Windows 2000. I'm excited. I've never used Windows 2, well, I don't think I've ever used Windows 2000. If I did, it was a very, very long time ago. I remember we used to have this Packard Bell. It had Windows 98 on it. I loved that machine. But it was terrible. Yeah. Okay. I should really do a memory test as well as a hard drive test eventually. Because this is the original... Yeah, it does say 20 gigs on it. Original 20 gigabyte hard drive. And it's one of those awful ones that's mounted to the front of the case. Yeah. They could have put a fan there. But they didn't. Instead, they mounted the hard drive as close to you as possible so you could hear it sing. Not that it's doing much now. Are you okay? I am starting to wonder if we have hidden issues. I'll be right back. Okay, I've replaced one of the sticks of RAM. We should have 128 megabytes now. Two 64 meg sticks. Nothing crazy, but we can fix that later. I just want to get it into the desktop so I can see if that snappy driver installer works. That would be nice. But my goodness, does this take a long time to load. Just get to the desktop. That's all I'm asking. Well, we got there once. I wonder if it's the graphics card. That doesn't make any sense. Well, could be a driver issue. Doubtful. Well, I suppose I should run some tests. Let me do a hard drive test. I tried to boot into the Ultimate Boot CD, but it didn't boot. It just went right into Windows 2000. All I did was stand the tower up. And now it's on this. So I do think something's wrong with this hard drive. We'll see. So I couldn't really figure it out. Hard drive was testing good, RAM was testing good. I don't have time to do full tests, but I let them get to the first 10-20% on the hard drive and multiple tests on the RAM. Keep getting back to this, but it's acting like it's fine. And I kept thinking to myself, what if it's a driver issue? What if it's a driver issue? Well, if I unplug from the graphics card and then plug into the onboard, it's working. So yeah, it's a driver issue. That's weird. But let's down new hardware wizard, sure, cancel that. Let's try that snappy driver installer real quick. Now, this is going to be probably USB 1.1, so it's very possible that it just won't work. Let's see here. Yeah, I think that's going to be a no. That's... Oh, wait a minute. Hey. Okay. I have my doubts about running this on USB 1.1, but let's see if it even launches. Yep. Okay. That's a shame. I'm going to go ahead and get the drivers. NVIDIA's website's great because they offer all their old drivers. They're also super nice in the fact that every time that you go to the download link, it's a 404. So I'll see what I can find. Okay, let's try this driver. See if that works. I'd very much like to be displaying out over the graphics card. Yes. And while it restarts, let's put this back onto the graphics card. Got my tripod butted up against the table, and every time I move the table, it moves the tripod, so sorry about that. My wife is staring at me. She wants to eat chips, but I want to record video. Well, go ahead. Eat your chips. Oh, come on. I'm keeping that in now. You can't avoid it. Okay, let's see what happens. We are so close. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. Let's see if it's displaying out over the onboard still. No. Okay, that's a step in the right direction. Was I just being impatient? No. Skip that check, we're fine. Oh. Okay. Now let's check the onboard. Of course. God damn it. Let me see what I can do. Okay. We're displaying out over the graphics card. It turns out that it thinks that I have two displays hooked up, even though I only have one. And the built-in IGP was set to the primary monitor, and it was set to not display to the secondary one, which is the graphics card. I have corrected that. So, wow, this looks like, sure, whatever. This isn't even a very high resolution. Windows 98 was not designed for high resolution 2000 was not designed for high resolution monitors. I'm gonna get some games installed. I'll be back. Okay, I'm starting Unreal Tournament for the first time, but I've started to know some weird color problems. So I'm wondering if this GeForce 2 is in the process of dying. Actually, hold on. It's... get out of here. No longer showing the color issues. Wow, this is really slow mouse though. You good, hun? Okay. Wow, this mouse is real bad. I can barely use it. Is there a way to... what is going on with my mouse input? Mouse... it's like delayed. Sure. Whatever. I just want to see it working before I judge whether or not this graphics card is dying. Oh, that's right. Arrow keys move in this one. I mean, it is running. It doesn't feel good though. Yeah, I don't like this. Lots of slowdowns. Mouse is really delayed. Keyboard isn't, which is good. So it might just be an issue of a USB mouse versus PS2. Oops. Yeah, this is not super great. Hello there. Okay, let's try something a little... that really shouldn't have been that intensive, but again, it's the mouse. Oh. What is up with the background? I can't tell if this graphic card is dying or not. Let's lower the resolution, make it a little easier for me to use this. Yeah, that's a little better. You know what? Let's fire up Unreal Tournament again. Yeah, that's what I was seeing, but the whole screen was starting to get kind of purple at the same time. So, let's check the settings. Let's maybe lower the resolution. Really weird that we were getting such a delay for the mouse. Still having the display. Let's see, 640, 480, 16-bit. This should be fine. We're going to go for medium. Get that up to 32-bit colors. Even with the GeForce 2, this should be better than this. So, then again, I suppose it is the GeForce 2 MX 400, the lowest. Did it crash? Wow. It does not like 32-bit colors. Wow. Okay, GeForce 2 is not great. Wow. Okay then, I guess we're gonna go and not install my other games because every single one of them is more intensive than this. Okay, well, let me see if I can find a couple of less intensive games to try. I wonder if Deus Ex would work. As we boot up here, I'm really struggling for time, but I'm going to try and install at least a couple of games that should work on hardware this old. We're talking the original Starcraft, which I've had that CD for quite some time. And if I can get it to work, Black Hawk Down, an old favorite of mine. I would like to get Empire Earth to work, but it won't accept my license key, which is really weird because it's the correct license key. Let's see, that won't work. I highly doubt Quake 3 is going to function, but we can try it. I really, really do not think it's going to work. But I do have the expansion for StarCraft, so that might be something worth trying. Anyway, yeah. Be back in just a moment. Well, I was about to connect some speakers, because we're going to try some games now, and I realized this computer not only does not have a sound card, but it appears to have never had a sound card. I guess they didn't need it for whatever DNA sequencing they were doing back in the 90s, so... Well, 90s being a strong word. Back then is a better one. Whenever then was. So, let's try Quake 3. Okay. Wait. Desktop display depth? Okay, we're gonna skip all that. CD key, keep forgetting about this. Okay. Sure. Oh, this is a time demo. Okay. This is actually working pretty good. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, that's excellent, actually. Okay, so this could be a pretty decent Quake 3 machine. Let's get that CD out of here. Give it back. I tried to get Delta Force Black Hawk down installed. I remember playing that a lot as a kid. But my CD is too scratched up. Also, Starcraft has a 13-digit CD key, but for some reason the Brood War expansion set, which doesn't have a CD key, is asking for a 26-digit CD key, so not sure what's going on there. I know Starcraft will run, but we're going to run it anyway because it's a fun game. Now, first actually, let's go to this. There we go. I think that's probably what's been going on with all my issues. So let's play Starcraft. Back when Blizzard made good games. Sure. As an aside, I love the silly full motion video cutscenes. Do I have to press something, or is it still loading? Oh, I did, okay. Now, I really wish that there was sound, but start. Oh man. Oop. It's been a long time. How do I tell them? I right click? I do. Okay. It's been a hot minute since I've played this game. You 3 or 4. You're Marines. Oh. Oh, I haven't actually. Okay. I forgot. It's these guys. Okay. It's been a very, very long time. My goodness. My bad. But hey, we knew this would run. Escape doesn't open the menu. What opens the menu? How do I open the... Oh, F10. Okay. Why would they have used F10? Anyway, we knew Starcraft would work. That stuff runs on just about anything. So, let's switch to another old favorite of mine. Unreal Gold. Now, we had some issues with Unreal Tournament, but we will be trying that again here in a moment. That's right. Arrow keys. Now this looks pretty good. So we're going to skip it. New, start. Yeah, this looks great. It is just a good game. It runs excellent. I think there's a health pack somewhere around here. That's a book. Health pack. There we go. And then this opens here. Just a good game. And it runs great. So we'll get out to the, where does this lead? Med Bay? No, the bridge. Okay. Med Bay is somewhere else. Okay. Let's go back to Unreal Tournament and try that a second time. We'll give it a fair shake. I am running out of time real fast here, and I still have to edit this video too. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to get this out in time. I'm recording this on Tuesday. I need this to be posted on Saturday, but I leave in about half an hour. So, oh dear. I might have to bring it with me and edit it at like a gas station or something. So we'll skip this. Let's see. Sure. Deathmatch. Yep. This is working. Come on. Game. Practice session, because Unreal Tournament is just... I clicked on the tutorial on accident. There. I would like the flat cannon, please. Got it. Oh, I have 1 health. Oops. I have 8 health. I have 1 kill. God, this, I'm not gonna jump. I don't have my finger stretched all the way across there. I'll take the minigun, I guess. This is working a lot better than last time. I'm not sure what that was all about last time. I hate the Ripper, it's such a stupid gun. Anyway, yeah, this is working great. Yeah, not bad. So, a game that I would really like to play, that I also used to play back in the day on Windows 98, is Asteroid Miner. But unfortunately, it does a sound card check. So if I try to run this, the game starts and then crashes. Unable to initialize direct sound, and you cannot run this game without a sound card that supports direct sound. So, yeah. Honestly, super happy with this PC. Surprised it ran Quake 3 so well. And, hey. I think that this video might be under 45 minutes. What is that, a first for me? I'd like to thank my patrons so very, very much for helping me out with all these videos. And thank you for watching.